Hey everyone, Zephyr here, and welcome back to The Sims 2. Today we are doing a speed build for my Build a City Challenge neighborhood, Plumbob. If you're watching my Plumbob Let's Play, this video will contain some spoilers if you haven't seen the latest episode. Also, another quick disclaimer, I am just getting over a really bad cold. I think I still have a little bit of it, so if I sound weird, that's why. I'm gonna briefly talk about the owner of this shop. It was originally supposed to be owners. So in my Build a City challenge, I have a community of plant sims. Having a community of plant sims was the goal. It started off with their matriarch, Leaf. She ended up marrying a human sim, Kara, and they raised a little plant sim baby called Faye. When this was all happening, I'm trying to unlock community lots and, get their simoleons up so they could even make this dream a reality. I wanted them to have a grocery store and run it as a family. We were making really good progress too. Plants and babies grow up really fast. They go from toddlers to adults. So Faye was soon an adult, and my sims were painting and fishing away and getting a lot of simoleons, and they were quickly gonna be the richest sims in town. I was excited too because it had took me a while to unlock community lots. And I finally did, and things were looking way up for this household until tragedy struck. The plant sims were painting upstairs, and Kara was just autonomously making food downstairs. And I actually had the recording paused because I sometimes do that to make it easier to edit. My computer doesn't really edit well, so I don't like having a lot of footage to go through. That's gonna change once my new computer gets here. It's actually on its way right now, but that's besides the point. Anyway, I hear a commotion. I press play on OBS so I can record it, and there's the house fire, and I'm like, oh great, drama. I can make this a clickbaity YouTube thumbnail. It's gonna generate some clicks. Okay, I did not expect Kara and Leaf to die in a fire, but they did. They were trapped in the room. They were both being useless. Actually, Leaf pulled out a fire extinguisher and tried to combat the flames, but they overwhelmed her, and both my sims died. So Faye was now a single sim in a household that was supposed to be a community of plant sims, and it was really tragic. But the plant sim baby, now plant sim adult Faye, wants to carry on her mother's legacy and open up the grocery store, and this is me building the grocery store for the plant sim community. Faye also recently had a baby. His name is Forrest, which I think is really cute, and she just wants to, continue on the vision of her mother's. I'm definitely really excited to see where Faye's story goes, and I'm excited to play in this grocery store. If you're interested in seeing that and haven't already seen my Build a City challenge, it's linked down below. Anyways, enough about the build. I want to ramble about other stuff. As I talked about before, my computer is finally on its way here. The process of transferring all my sim stuff onto the computer is gonna be annoying, but it's definitely gonna be worth it. First of all, I'm running on so little disk space right now. It's sad. I have external hard drives, but they're not the same. And second of all, when I'm editing a video, if I don't save it every 2 seconds, my editing program will literally crash. So I just feel having this computer is gonna make me that much better of a content creator when it's something that I can actually edit on and not have to constantly be worrying about my PC crashing or the program crashing. It's gonna be a good time. I'm also looking forward to playing other games on it. I've been holding out on Starfield until my new computer gets here. And there's other games that I'm excited about playing as well. City Skylines 2 is another big one. And of course, with this new computer, I'll be more prepared when newer life simulation games come out, like Life by You, Paralyze, and The Sims 5. And I'm sorry for literally talking about this computer for the past 4 speed builds, but I'm excited. And it's finally getting here soon. And in more life updates, I've decided I kind of want to get a wolf cut. I've never had a proper haircut in years, but I feel that'd be fun. I've never seen a wolf cut I hate. I know they're not for everyone, but personally, they are for everyone for me, you know? Like, the biggest issue I'm having with this is the fact that I have to go and find someone that can do it, and I found a salon that can do it. It's just I'm kind of nervous about, like, either calling or messaging them. Like, that is literally the biggest hurdle I'm facing in all of this. Like, it's sad, but, like, it's my life. My hair is long and, like, thick, and I feel like it naturally has, like, volume, and I feel like the wolf cut would, like, suit my hair so well. So I'm excited about potentially doing that. I just gotta, get over myself and make the call or make the text. Like, the salon even gives you an option to text, and I feel like I'll probably do that because I'll feel safer, but, Oh, and I have a small little work story for you guys. If you didn't know, I work in fast food, and I've been working in fast food for 10 years, so I have some stories to tell. And this story happened yesterday. So basically, recently, as in like literally 5 days ago, the prices on our menu items went up. This happens from time to time, obviously. Normally we do get some complaints, but like most people understand that this is just the way it is, and like it's not the employee's fault. Something came up that my coworker needed me to switch with her and take the order instead. So in the middle of the order, we switched, and I made a little comment to the customer about it, and he was like, he laughed it off, right? Anyways, I ended up ringing in his order. I told him the price of the order, and he's like, oh, that's not right. You're doing it wrong. And then I was like, no, this is definitely the price. It's just the menu items, they went up. And he was like, no, I come here all the time, and it was always like this price right here. And I'm like, yeah, but the price went up. And he's like, well, I'll just drive up and we can look at the receipt. And I'm at this point annoyed, and I was like literally ringing in on my cash register to just give him a discount because I didn't feel like dealing with it. Like, I literally had the discount ring into my machine, and the price I would have been asking him to pay would be cheaper than the original price that he originally wanted. But then he drops one line that ruins everything for him. He says, just put the other girl back on the headset. I'll talk to her. You didn't ring it in right. So I promptly delete the discount and walk away from the cash register. And the other girl who was on the headset pretty much tells him the same exact thing. We don't give him a discount, and he drives away. If he had just been kinder, he would have got that discount. Like, I didn't care. My manager gives me the opportunity to give people discounts if it makes them happy. But like, because the guy was rude and used that tone with me, he wasn't getting a discount. So I guess the lesson here is just be nice to people. That should be something that we're all taught when we're like little kids. But it apparently doesn't stick with some people out there. I wanted to talk a little bit about the inside of the build. You have to remember that I was working with a budget here. Even though the Plant Sims are one of the richest households in Plumbob, there isn't honestly a lot of households in Plumbob yet, but it's expanding soon. They still have a budget. It's still a small store, and I envision that there will be expansion in the future. Who knows, maybe like years down the road, maybe like generations down the road, they'll have a little supermarket going in this town. But for now, it's starting off as a little small grocery store, and I feel like that's realistic. Speaking of the town expanding, I'm intending on adding more families to this neighborhood soon. If you have any ideas for any Sims I could create, definitely let me know. But I've been in the mood to like open a body shop and create some Sims, so I might be doing that sooner rather than later. Now, since it's a Build the City challenge, I'm kind of thinking of realism here. And I kind of want to add Sims that would really realistically want to move to a new town. And I'm thinking it'd be kind of fun to like make a priest. But the thing is, I don't want the priest to follow any real world religion. I kind of want to create my own, for my game. And then I don't think all the Sims in town would follow the religion, but some would. And I think it would be fun if I played the priest household to have like, maybe bi-weekly masses, and then invite all the churchgoers to the house so they can like have their little church moment. I feel like that'd be fun. It might be something I look into, because that opens up some opportunities for storytelling. It opens up some opportunities for the church to collect money and maybe give it out to Sims in need. I feel like that'd be a nice, fun, little wholesome thing I could do in my game. Okay, this is kind of out of left field. I mean, not really, because it's about life simulation games, but like, okay, when I record voiceovers for speed builds, I do not do it all in one go. Like, I kind of do. I like sit here for a couple hours and like take breaks in between of talking and get distracted as one does, right? And I'm on Twitter, scrolling through my feed, and I see like a video about a upcoming life simulation game. I just lost it. Let me scroll. Yeah, I found it again. It's called Viva Land, and it looks interesting. Build tools look interesting. But you know what I think life simulation games are like not taking into account? Genetics. Like, they're not. I feel like when The Sims 2 came out, the genetics system was talked about a lot. It was something that the devs were really passionate about. And I feel like that pretty much continued through The Sims 3, Sims 4. But now, like, looking at, like, other life simulation games, it feels like they're just giving us, like, models of people, and they're not really talking about, like, what they're gonna do for, like, babies and stuff that are born in game, and like genetics. Like, it's not talked about enough when they're talking about newly released or gonna be released life simulation games. I feel like they're straying from that and just making life simulation genre into like more of a building simulator or something. And I just want a life simulation game to come out that it's like, hey, this is an important feature, so we're gonna talk about it. And they don't talk about it, and I'm scared. I feel like we're not gonna get a life simulation game besides maybe hopefully The Sims 5 that focuses on genetics, and I feel like that's an important part of the game for me. I like seeing my Sims have babies and families and stuff, and I just don't want, like, you know, for my characters to have like preset faces and no genetic variety, you know what I mean? Like, I want to make unique characters in the game, and I'm scared that life simulation games are kind of straying from that, and I feel like that'd be a massive downgrade. And I mean, I might be panicking because a lot of like major life simulation games that are coming out aren't, like, you know, out yet. But, like, I'm just not seeing a lot of talk about genetics, and I'm scared. But that's one of my favorite parts about Sims for me, is seeing the Sims I created have babies of their own, and watching the babies grow into their face, and watching the babies of the babies grow into their face. Like, I love that part of the game. I just don't want life simulation games to stray from that. I even feel like unintentionally The Sims 4 kind of strayed away from that. Yeah, like, yeah, Creative Sim has a lot of cool new features that I want to see in upcoming games. I don't want them to take these new features away from us. But also, there's a bug that they haven't fixed, that every time you have, like, a baby in the game, or, like, new generations of Sims, those Sims, like, chin genetics get, like, messed up, and you end up with Sims chins that are like way too small, even if the parents have like really chiseled, like, prominent jaw lines. It's like a common bug that happens, and as far as I know, they still haven't fixed that. And like, I feel like that just kind of like ruins the immersion for me. Like, you could go and fix the jawline yourself, but I want to see what the game creates for my Sims, you know? But genetics and the look of your character is so important, and this is a tangent, but I just hope that newer life simulation games start to take that into account. Because I want The Sims to have competition. I'm not saying I want The Sims to die. I want it to have competition. So both franchises can grow, compete against each other, and hopefully become better games because of it. If you're interested in this build, it's available on my Patreon down below. It will always be for free. That being said, we are getting towards the end of the video. If you guys liked it, please give it a like, subscribe if you want to see more. And if you have any ideas for this neighborhood or any other builds I could do, definitely let me know. I'm open to suggestions. But now we are going into some screenshots, so I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye, guys.